Do you hear me? I'm talking to you. Across the water, across the deep blue ocean, under the open sky. Oh my, baby, I'm trying.
Boy, I hear you in my dreams. I feel you whisper across the sea. I keep you with me in my heart. You make it easier when life gets hard.
Lucky I'm in love with my best friend. Lucky to have been where I have been. Lucky to be coming home again.
Well, we met at a bonfire. One of the guys on his baseball team threw a bonfire, and my friend made me go with her because she knew that guy. And he was dancing by the fire to Miley Cyrus' Party in the USA. And that's what caught my eye. And then he came up to me while I was in his truck changing the songs and started talking to me, and we talked the rest of the night and danced. And then I went home and he asked me on a date. So our first date was at Chili's, and we've gone there at least once a year ever since.
Lucky to be coming home again. Lucky we're in love in every way. Lucky to have stayed where we have stayed. Lucky to be coming home someday.
And promises, how to be brave, how can I love when I'm afraid to fall, but watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow.
Starting today, we never have to say goodbye again. I never have to watch you leave again. I vow to always love you, to always take care of you, and to be your biggest supporter. I vow to be an honest, strong, and loving husband. I promise I will never stop making you laugh, never stop making you smile. I promise to always treat you like the princess you truly are. I promise to always wake up next to you. I promise to be the man you've always dreamed of, because you were the woman that I've always dreamed of. God made you perfectly for me, and I thank Him every day that you love me. You're my best friend, you're my princess, and I'll love you forever.
I don't know where I'd be if I didn't have you as my lifelong best friend. You make me the happiest princess in the entire world, and you always bring out the best in me. There's nothing better than playing with you, joking around with you, and just doing anything in this entire world with you, no matter where we are, because as long as you're by my side, anything can turn into an adventure. I know that we can make it through anything that God puts on our path because He's prepared us for anything. I promise to hold your hand and stay by your side no matter how difficult life may get. I promise to never leave you and to always honor and uplift you. I promise to be a patient and God-serving not only wife but also a future mother. I love you with the deepest and most pure love that any person could love another with, and I can't wait to start our next chapters of life together.
One step closer.
in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time. Yeah. And we gon' make you lose your mind.
Put your hands together, make a little bit of noise, and have a real special welcome introducing you.
Shake that.
In the club, party rock. Looking for the girl, she on the jock. Now stop when we in the spot. Booty moving weight like she on the block. With a drink, I got to know. Tight jeans, tattoo, cause I'm rock. Half black, half white, diamond now. Gang of money, open up.
Yo, I'm running through these halls like Drano. I got that devilish flow, rock and roll, no halo. We party rock. Yeah, that's the crew that I'm repping on a rise to the top. No lead in our Zeppelin. Hey, party rock is in the house tonight. Woo! Everybody just have a good time. Yeah, and we gon' make you lose your mind. Everybody just have a good time. Let's go. Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time. And we gon' make you lose your mind. We just wanna see you shake that.
Every day I'm shuffling. Shuffling.
Step up fast and be the first girl to make me throw this cash. We get mine, don't be mad, now stop. Hating is bad. One more shot for us, another round. Please fill up, hook up, don't mess around. We just want to see you shaking down. Now you home with me. You're naked now.
Get up, get down, put your hands up to the sun. Get up, get down, put your hands up to the sun. Get up, get down, put your hands up to the sun. Put your hands up to the sun. Put your hands up to the sun. Get up, 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 get up. Put your hands up to the sun, to the sun. Put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up.
Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time. Yeah. And we gon' make you lose your mind. Everybody just have a good time.
Put your hands up.
I can feel it, man.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
Shake that.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Put your
Yeah.
My toast tonight is they'll have a happy marriage. They'll have a long life together.
So my whole life I've always been a very jealous person and very protective over the people that I care about.
I'm so happy that Heidi's found the love of her life.
And one of those people is Heidi. Heidi, you were my best friend my whole entire life. We shared a room, we slept in the same bed, we played together, and she even hung out with me when her friends were around against her will.
Congratulations, to you both. It was a beautiful, beautiful wedding. You really don't have to do anything extra to make yourself look like a princess. You always look like a princess. You've always been beautiful. And every time you smile, you light up the room, and I'm sure that's what Drew saw.
For them. And it's just a blessing for us to have them part of our family, have Heidi as part of our family. And I am so thankful to see what they have grown to be. And I look forward to watching them grow old together. I hope I'll be around for a good bit of it. We'll see.
I used to come home every single day from school, and the first thing I would ask my mom was, "Where's Heidi? Where's Heidi?" And when I was in elementary school, I cried so hard that I threw up because my mom went to go pick up Heidi from school and I didn't get to go.
She's a very special girl. She's a very good heart.
She lived with me in Alpharetta, and every time you guys would get into a fight, Heidi would have this master plan where she's going to get really skinny and hot. That way you would realize what you were missing. So that happened on quite a few occasions. I guess it worked because you ended up proposing to her.
And you know when kids are really little and you go have your first sleepover and you get really scared, so you start crying in the middle of the night because you want your parents.
You know, we welcome you to our family. We have a really large family, especially after the summer. It's just constantly expanding. So welcome to our family. You've got a couple more brothers that you have to deal with. And just so you know, he benches 186, I bench 200. So
most kids cry because they miss their parents, but I cried because I want to go home and I wanted to sleep with my big sister.
Me and Heidi have been through thick and thin together. We've worked together. We've lived together. We've laughed together. We've cried together. You know, she's my sister, but she's always been a best friend.
So I'm sure you guys can all imagine my excitement when Heidi started dating Drew was always gone. I was practically heartbroken because I never got to see my best friend anymore. And I started to find myself reminiscing about the little things Heidi and I used to do together that no one else could understand.
I remember when we lived at home, she used to steal my clothes out of my closet that I hadn't worn yet, and then wear it in front of me. But I got my revenge back when Christina grew up, and she did the exact same thing to Heidi. So when she would call me angry, I was like, oh no.
When we would share a room, and even after we no longer shared a room, and I was constantly asking Heidi if she would sleep with me or if I could come sleep with her, we played this game where our backs were up against each other, and one of us would just randomly move your butt up, and then the other one would move your butt up around above that, and then whoever got to the wall first won.
he definitely didn't run after you because he got to spend some time with me. Me and Drew don't really know each other that well, and we're not going to play the butt game together or anything like that.
So when Heidi started, you know, bringing Drew around the house and around our parents, she told me that she told him and his whole family that I was hilarious and that I was really funny. And I just want everyone to know that if you're introducing someone to your family, you should never tell them that, because, you know, I had to live up to expectations now. I mean, I exceeded my expectations.
We're so happy to welcome Drew into our family. I know Heidi's been dreaming of this day for a very long time.
Anyway, so I think Drew realized how jealous I was of the relationship that he had with Heidi. And I finally realized that he knew I was jealous when he started doing me favors so that I would make him.
In the words of Cinderella, if you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true. You know you're in love when you can't fall asleep because reality is finally better than your dreams.
One time, we were going out to dinner, and Drew took me to the strip mall by our house right before we were about to leave so that I could buy a shirt to wear to dinner. So that's when I realized that Drew was really perfect for my sister. They're both caring and fun to be around. Their love is innocent and childish in the most perfect way. So even though I am jealous that my sister has a new partner to play the butt game with, I realized that I didn't ever lose my best friend, I just gained a new one. So I would like to say congratulations to Drew and Heidi on their new lives together. And Drew, you better beat Heidi in the butt game or I will be very disappointed.
Cheers to the happy couple. I wish you guys many, many years of happiness.
I celebrate for both of them tonight.
Congratulations, we love you guys both. We're happy to have you as part of our family, and congratulations.
I just want to lift a toast to Heidi and Drew for a long and loving marriage together.
I need to say what my soul is singing.